Welcome to the Rockford Facts. I am Rockford Ewing, your virtual political host, and I will be bringing you the facts of today's times. You know, living in such times as so-called hyperboles, I just want to present a virtual platform where I can always keep things transparent and clear with you. Okay? Now, in saying that, let's get to the 5 rock-hard facts for today. Fact number 1. This weekend was another non-paying working weekend for hundreds and thousands of Americans. Now, I don't know about y'all, this is a very sad fact. I mean, no American, or anyone for that matter, has the time to be getting up early in the morning, getting your kids ready, or doing whatever it is to be able to get out that door and get to work on time and be a productive, working American citizen. As I heard once before, ain't nobody got time for that. Yet, they're being used as pawns. That's a fact. So, let's hope the so-called powers that be on both sides and the 45th get it together so these people can get paid and start getting back to some normal life. I mean, he's saying make America great again. Is holding American hostages making America great again? I don't think so. And it's still a sad fact. Fact number 2, the Russia probe. With all its twists and turns, it's steadily driving the 45th up that so-called proverbial pole. And it's affecting our security of our nation, and in many ways than one. Come on, we all know what Russia did. That is a fact. They hacked into our country, they fiddled with our social media, and they tried to slam the 2016 election in Donald Trump's favor. Those are facts by some of the highest, aka powers that be, in our nation's security department. You know, the FBI, the CIA, and all them other agencies that have little birds on their shoulder telling them what's really going on. So let's not forget this fact. Russia did it, and they did it to help Donald Trump. Now, you can listen to what everybody else says, and it's fake news and all this stuff. But the fact is, Russia hacked into this country. And if you can't get over that part, that's a sad fact. Fact number 3. On this wall, every Senate Democrat voted for new border barriers along the southern border as part of an immigration overhaul bill in 2013. Now, however, this package did not include a physical concrete wall. Now, the fact is, it's all about the language that these people are using. Don't let this glossed over us and them get to everyone. I mean, really, Donald Trump is never going to get a concrete wall. That's why he's dibbling and dabbling. And Nancy and them, yes, I said it, Nancy and them, need to get it together. You know, clutch that purse and walk into that office and say, look, you can call it what you want. Tell your people, it's a wall you won, woohoo. That's all they want to hear. They want to hear you say it. But in the meantime, we're going to give you funding for barriers and border security. Come on now, got me stuttering. It is that simple. Border security. Barriers, slacks, and this and that, put things wherever it needs to go. And Donald, Mr. 45th, Mr. President, tell your people it's a wall, okay? And let that be the fact. Okay, y'all. Now, fact number 4, this shutdown I'm going to give you a fact that ain't nobody really talking about. Donald Trump always talking about make America great again and look at the economy and I want to save American money. Well, fact number 4 is this shutdown is costing between 12 and 20 million more an hour to run this government during a shutdown. It's more expensive to run it closed than to run it open. Now, does that fact sound like it's making any kind of sense? This shutdown makes no kind of sense. It's costing more money. It's costing American citizens stress, all kind of caveats of pain and torture. People are just not ready for something like this. If it was any other reason than I want my wallet and give me my money. I mean, another fact within fact number 4 was he was offered $25 billion or something in 2018. But no, he wanted to hold DACA and brown people hostages back then. He's always holding somebody hostage, y'all. And that's a fact. We going into year 3, and this man seems to captivate us with all kind of shutdowns, and I'm gonna do this. Y'all remember he threatened it all the time. If I have to shut down the government, that's what I'll do. Well, 45. Just remember this fact. The shutdown costs between 12 and 20 million more an hour. That's just to run it closed. So act like you got some sense and stick to the real fact. It's costing you more, bruh, closed than open. And that's another sad fact. Okay, y'all. Now, I'm gonna round off fact number 5 with somebody people rarely talk about. We rarely hear about this man in the media, on social media, you know, but he pops up every now and then. And I think this man deserves fact number 5 because he needs to be recognized as somebody that played with fire and he ain't trying to get burned. I think he got something up. But Vice President Mike Pence, this guy took to something of a victory lap for the administration on his countering ISIS, y'all. I mean, the terrorist group that set out to establish an Islamic caliphate in portions of Iraq and Syria started in 2014. Now, this man talking about thanks to the leadership of this commander-in-chief and the coverage and sacrifice of our armed forces, we're now actually able to begin handoff of the fight against ISIS in Syria to our coalition partners. We're bringing our troops home, this man said, to global chiefs of mission conferences of the State Department. I mean, really, the caliphate has crumbled and ISIS has been defeated. And on the same day, ISIS claimed responsibility for a suicide blast in Manbij. If I said that right, I'm from the country, y'all. Manbij, Manbij, Syria, that killed 4 Americans. Regardless of how it's spelled, they killed 4 Americans, 2 service members, a defense contractor, and a civilian working for the Defense Department. And this was reported by CNN. 3 other U.S. service members were injured. According to the U.S. Central Command, ISIS is not defeated. That's a fact. ISIS will never be defeated, y'all. That's the huge secret in all of this. He won't tell y'all the truth. ISIS was born, and once it was born, that child may live forever. Because it's all about a mindset. You can hurt people, you can break bones and everything, but the hardest thing to do, and this is a fact, the hardest thing to do is change a person's mind. It's to change a person's mindset, because once you do, you've won. And that's all ISIS does. They win over mindsets. You know? They talk a good game. But back to fact number 5, Vice President Mike Pence, watch him, y'all. Anybody that got in the sandbox with that man-child of a president we got, our president, Donald J. Trump, ain't something wrong. You know, something very wrong with that street, y'all. And I'm going to end the Rock Hard Facts on that fact. And y'all be good, and I'll see you next round. Wink, wink. Holla.